that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. On the return, this is Micah Hyde. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was in the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
319.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, and you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Eight yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there on 3rd down for the Broncos. 44 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. 3rd down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Gary Kubiak will send in the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
319.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Green Bay 1st down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense. Still 1st down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And complete, right side to Cook. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Let's go, team. 319. 319 to London. 319.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
319. 319.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers again now. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas. We got
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 36 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Virgil Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So here's Britton Colquitt and the Denver punt team. Back deep for the Packers, Micah Hyde. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Broncos now late in the first quarter. The deep ball is on target here, and that connection will lead to a gain of 44 yards. Broncos would go on to kick a field goal. About halfway through the second, Rodgers on point with the throw, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 15. Packers would go on to kick a field goal. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Green Bay for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a little 360. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the ball away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Play action. They'll throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the I. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the fourth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Watch 30. 319. 58 on it.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So they're operating in the red zone. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Derek Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now the Broncos heading back out onto the field. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down in. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So it'll be first down here after the run.
26.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's Sylvester Williams there to bring him down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Rodgers to throw. Looking. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
We get a look at the Packers defense as they work their way into position. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. Back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He'll look to throw, and caught right side, Green. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. Green with a catch left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. And quickly they get to the line. And he Clocks it with just 10 seconds left. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.